Hey everyone, this is the second build log of my Laceropes temple project that I've been working on. Since the last video, I've decided to make some kind of significant changes to the layout that we sort of developed for the temple to make it just more interesting and more cool and fit better with the layout of the terrain that we're working with. And yeah, I'm going to take you through that in a second. If you're interested in watching me sort of build piece by piece instead of through these, sped up build log videos, I've been doing live streams both here on my own channel and on the Rebelog channel with a bunch of other people. You may have seen that in the intro bit, where we just talk about Lego and build Lego for like 3 hours straight. So we're all building, getting ready for BrickLink Chicago, which is in just a couple weeks, T-minus like 2 or 3 weeks until we leave. So yeah, those are pretty interesting, and I recommend you tune in. That sounds cool.
When it comes time to buy new pieces that you're going to need for your mocks, one of the most effective things you can do is create a BrickLink wanted list, which is basically just a giant list of the parts that you're trying to buy. So here I have a big list of all the parts that I'm going to need for BrickLink Chicago, both the gunship and the temple. And this allows you to find the most effective store or combination of stores to buy all the parts that you're going to need. So here's a big list of different stores. It's sorted by the amount of lots that they have out of all the parts that I need, which are over here. So you can see, kind of what they're missing. But it also has an auto select feature, which will just find the perfect combination of stores based on the price that you're going to need to get all the parts that are in your list. So here we have all the parts that were on my list have been fulfilled in this combination of 4 stores. I'm not sure if this is exactly what I'm going to go with. We'll see. Maybe I'll cut down some quantities in different areas. And also this doesn't include shipping. But BrickLink wanted lists are really cool when you have big projects and you know exactly what parts you're going to need.
So I actually ended up changing the layout here, although we're still going to keep the same rockwork technique that we sort of worked on in the last episode. I'm going to be changing the layout to try and make it more interesting and more dynamic with the layout of the mock. And yeah, so you just saw me doing some of that, and unfortunately I'm like out of these 2x2 round light gray tiles, so I won't be able to do very much more of that. But I think I'm just going to try and take care of some other stuff now, because I put together like a whole BrickLink wanted list of everything I got to order for both the gunship and this mock and stuff like that. And when I order that, then I'll be able to finish, this and some other things also. But I think right now we're going to take care of a whole bunch more of this rock work that I have to do for these different islands that are around, because I've only done that one, and we have to do probably like 5 or 6 times as much after this. So I've got to start on the bottom section of the first part of the temple here. In the middle, where these studs are, is where I'm going to begin the actual building itself. And then, as you can see, I have this like diagonal staircase coming off of it, which I think is going to look really cool with how it's placed in the mock. I'll show that to you hopefully by the end of the episode. In terms of the building itself, I know what colors I want to use. I want to use tan, and dark red. I just don't know what I want, the walls and stuff to look like just yet. I also know what I want the roof to look like. This is a roof concept that I already came up with. I'll show you a breakdown of that right now. I think that this roof design, although I haven't even tried to incorporate it into what I want to build yet. I think it's gonna actually, look really cool. We have this like double angle thing going on here, and the way I achieve that is obviously you can see the wedges on the outside to like cover it up, but on the inside I use these mixel ball joint pieces. Normally I don't like to do this. I just think it feels kind of like janky when it's able to be adjusted and stuff like this or whatever. But I think it'll work in this case because it's like a roof, and it's not like part of like a ship or a vehicle or something like that. So it doesn't need to be super structurally sound. It's not part of the structure or anything. So that's where I'm at with this thing here. So I'm going to try and put like a reasonable amount of effort into coming up with some cool designs and color combinations between those different colors for the building, because I think that this is like an important part of the MOC. This is going to be one of the subjects, one of the centerpieces of the thing. So I don't really want to just rush it to sort of get it finished, because it's really easy to just kind of put up some walls and just call it a day. But I want to put some effort into coming up with a design that really, looks really perfect for what I want to do. I don't know how well that's going to work out. I don't want to say yet whatever I come up with is going to be really good, because I don't really have any ideas yet. But hopefully I'll get some ideas over the coming hours and stuff like that. So I guess we'll see how it goes. So this is what I've come up with so far. It's definitely going to need something more significant to it to make it sort of help balance the scene, I guess, between how big the gunship is going to be and the scene that the gunship is depicting in the temple. I think the temple is going to need something more significant. So I don't know exactly what that's going to be yet. There are other parts of this whole, diorama here. There's going to be like two towers over here, and then walls that continue off of those towers. This is actually going to be more of like a bridge going over here. You can see the stairs. I want to make the stairs look more reinforced, more grand or something than just like these stacks of plates that you see right here. And then there's going to be all this like rock foundation going basically all the way around. I originally wanted to make this like 5 stories high, but I'm just totally out of the necessary dark tan pieces. If I decide to go buy some, maybe I'll I'll add more, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We'll see. My favorite part is definitely these roof tile pieces. I ended up making this way more simple than it was, originally how I showed you with the mixel ball joints. I don't know why I didn't realize that I could just do this initially with just, like some clips and stuff like that, but whatever. Another one of my favorite parts, I've only done one of them here, but I'm gonna basically do it everywhere, is these little the corners that have the lightsaber blades in them, the black lightsaber blades. They're held in with minifigure hands that basically just clip into the little holes in the wedges, I guess. I didn't originally realize that would do that. I was trying to find a way to like attach the backs of the hands, little poles in the backs of the hands to something, but they just clicked in perfectly, so I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah, so probably in the next build log episode we can get to the flamethrower part of this entire thing, which is where this all began with the gunship. There's a scene that I thought would be really kind of interesting to create and sort of impactful to create with the gunship and the temple and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get to that in the next episode. I think a way that I could make add something significant to the temple that we've already built, the building that we've already built, is maybe by adding fire to it and smoke and damage and stuff like that. But I was originally just having one of the towers being blasted by the huge jet of flames that we had built in the first episode of in the first build log of the gunship. So yeah, we'll see. But Brick World is like T minus 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or something like that. So I definitely have to get a lot of building done over the next coming days and stuff like that. So hopefully this will get sort of accelerated and stuff like that. There's some things that I kind of want to change, I want to add, and yeah, we'll see. So subscribe if you want, leave a like if you want, and I'll see you guys whenever.